They noticed that I was acting odd. That's why they called the manager Irie. They thought a sedative might help me relax so I could rest and get better. That's why they carried me up to my room. Mion just wanted to make it fun. She's the kind of person who expresses her goodwill by making a joke out of it. I knew that better than anyone. She knew Irie would roll up my shirt to check my heartbeat with a stethoscope. So she was just trying to draw graffiti on my shirt like she did to Tomitake-san as punishment for the game he lost. Yes, that's why Mion took a felt marker out of her pocket. A felt marker. She brought a marker from home just because she wanted to do something funny. She tried to cheer me up by making me take a punishment for fun rather than nursing me, because that's just what Mion is like. She went to the trouble of bringing a felt marker to my house just because she wanted to cheer me up. Rina held me down tightly, and Mion came closer to me to write something on my shirt. Mion whispered the words she was going to write on my shirt. I heard them. I heard them clearly. I heard what she was going to write on my shirt. I hope you get well soon, Mion. I heard them. Then why? I should have known she wasn't going to do anything to hurt me. And why? Why did the marker look like a syringe to me? Why did I think that Mion was going to kill me? It was impossible. It was impossible. Why? Why did I misunderstand that Mion was going to kill me? The numbness in my head receded, and slowly I felt blood start to run through my entire body again. How long was I squatting down there? For a few minutes? Or a lot longer than that? Whoop, sorry. As I looked up at the clock, the hands weren't moving at all, as if they had stopped while I had my eyes closed. Really? The atmosphere in the room wasn't filled with insanity like it was earlier, but it was quiet and gray. Rina wasn't holding me down. Mion wasn't about to give me an injection. Was all of that just some kind of illusion? There was no sense of presence other than myself in that room. It was an extraordinary experience, the kind I'd never had before. I was there, with Rina and Mion. I doubted my sanity for a moment, but at the same time I felt some kind of relief too. The scary incident was just an illusion after all. Neither Rina nor Mion would have done such a terrible thing to me. Tears started forming in my eyes. My emotions were running high. Why? It wasn't a question of why tears were forming in my eyes. Why? It was a question of my sadness. Why did I feel so sad? I don't know. I don't know. You don't know? What do you mean you don't know? You do know. I was so stupid. What the heck was I doing? I was so pathetic and helpless. Mion just tried to cheer me up. That was all. I liked her so much. She was my best friend. She was older than me, but she hung out with me like we were the same age. She was the first one who came to talk to me in class. She was so nice to me, but Mion was lying down in an unnatural position near the window. She was covered in dusky red blood from her head to her chest. The red fluid splattered on the wall was Mion's. What had I done? What had I done? I would never forgive myself.
俺、みんなのこと、本当に友達だと思ってたんだぜ。
Why did all this happen? There was nothing fun in my life at my old school. When I talked to anyone, it was only ever about my chances of passing the entrance exam of the schools we wanted to go to. My life was shaded in gray. Friends to me were rivals and enemies to vie with for a school recommendation and test scores. My friends here taught me just how unnatural that was. This whole month was a blast. We raised the roof over lunch, our club activities, and the festival. A warm liquid flowed out from my eyes. To my surprise, it was my tears. I didn't have any obligation to cry for them. But I couldn't stop it. Even though they attempted to kill me. Even though they almost killed me. I couldn't forget the memories we made during the past month. Or were those fun days fake? Was it an act that they kept playing perfectly to set me up until today? Was it only me who believed that they were my friends? It couldn't be. Rin and Mion, they were my friends for real. Those happy days couldn't have been just a performance. Rin and Mion must have been forced by somebody to kill me. Or that an extraordinary existence called Oyashiro-sama possessed them and took over their consciousness. No matter what it was, both Rin and Mion were my best friends. I was stupid. I was such a fool. Such a fool. I wasn't making any sense at all. I killed my best friends. They were my best friends. Then, why didn't I trust them? Why didn't I listen to them? I beat them to death. Who did I think I was? I made it sound like I didn't do anything wrong. I felt like everybody went crazy except me. I was such a fool. It was the other way around. Of course it was. I was the only one who went crazy.
ケイちゃん？
俺はなんてことをしてしまったんだよ。なんてこと。
Mion was still alive. I have a memory of beating her to death because I couldn't trust her. But that's a memory from a non-existent, different world. But even though it happened in a different world, I killed Mion. And I didn't realize how deep that sin was. I even thought until now that Mion was at fault for being killed.
どうしたんですの、ケイチさん？わかんない。ケイちゃん、落ち着いて落ち着い
He's
て。
going off the deep end. He's read too many of Takano-san's books.
私は生きてるよ。ケイちゃんになんか殴り殺されてかぶるかってんの。ねえ。そうですわよ。ケイチさんごときに遅れを取るようなのは我が部にはおりませんでしたよ。
違うんだ。違うんだ。
Mion and Satoko looked confused, having no idea why I was crying. But I couldn't help myself. I learned just now that I could earn redemption by confessing my sin. But I could never earn redemption for this. Not from Mion. No matter how much I cried in this world, no one could give me forgiveness. And so I could never earn redemption for this sin. Right then, Chi-sensei came in and noticed me crying. You wouldn't see a teenage boy crying like that very often. Chi-sensei asked me what was going on, but at that moment I couldn't hear anything. Mion and Satoko looked confused. They didn't know how to explain the situation. Rika-chan approached me in the midst of my sobs.
ケイチは
No, no.
覚えているのですか？
Oh no, she was right the whole time.
レナとミーを殺したことを。
そうだ。俺が殺したんだ。殺したんだ。なのに俺は何の罪も認めずに、まるで自分は被害者のつもりで死ぬ最後の瞬間まで仲間を呪って恨ん血がいっぱい出て、そして結局何の後悔もなく一人で勝手に死んだ。
I clawed at my itchy throat in a phone booth. I didn't notice my sin, and I died alone.
ケイチ、
Mosh.
あなたの罪に気づきま
気づいた。こんなにも今頃になって俺は気づいたよ。ここじゃない、別のよく似た世界で俺はなぜか仲間たちに疑心暗鬼を持って殺してしまったんだ。仲間たちは俺に救いの言葉をかけていたはずなんだ。なぜそれに耳を傾けられなかった。どうしてだよ。
I didn't care if people were staring. I just kept crying. I wanted to transmute my sin to tears in order to squeeze it out of me. But the tears that were coming out of my eyes weren't my sin. They were just tears of regret for doing something irreversible. At that time, I felt something touching my head. I opened my eyes and saw Rika-chan patting my head gently. I didn't need any comfort. I didn't deserve any comfort from Rika-chan. But the words she spoke to me weren't ones of comfort.
ケイイチを許しましょう。ケイイチは自分で自分の罪に気づきましたのです。それはとても偉くて普通ではありえないことなのです。だから誰もケイイチの偉さがわからなくてそれを許してあげることはできませんのです。でも僕にはそれを許すことができます。僕にはケイイチの凄さがわかるのです。
リカちゃん、
私はだってこれはありえないことなのだもん。あなたが別なのにあなたはそれに気づけた。それはきっとこの地上に具現するどんな奇跡すらも霞むほどのもので信じられないくらい尊いの。
I didn't understand anything Rika-chan was saying, but I felt like she's the only one who understood that impossible memory I had.
今のあなたにならわかるはず。ゆうくんでなくどういうことになっているのか。
ああ、わかるぜ。あの時の俺と同じなんだ。仲間のことを信じたくて信じたくてしょうがないのに信じられないんだ。どんどん自分がおかしくなっていくのにそいつがわからなくて世界の方がおかしくなったって信じてやがるんだ。どうすりゃ救えるかなんてわからねえよ。わからないんだ。だって俺はダメだった。結局死ぬまで、いや死んでも気づけなかったんだ。それをレナに気づかせるなんてどうやって。救えないよ、救えない。俺がそうだったからよくわかるんだ。どうやったってもう救えないんだ。
Calm down, Keiichi. I did fail, but that didn't mean Rena would too. There was no excuse not to save her because I thought she'd fail. After all, what did Rena do back then? I was totally going mad, but she risked her life to save me. In my room in that world, I'd beaten her many times with a metal bat. But she was still smiling. She knew I was scared, and that's why she smiled for me. I beat her so many times. Her arms were broken and her forehead was cut open. I remembered. Rena didn't block her head, even at the very last moment. She opened her arms towards me like she was looking for a hug, but I still doubted her and raised the metal bat up high. Rena told me then that it was okay.
私を信じて。
My friend still told me to believe in her. She told me to trust her, but I still didn't. I lost it and attacked her, She was in danger. She was actually killed. But she didn't even block her head. Instead, she used her arms to reach out for me. Rena continued to say those words until the moment she died. Trust me. Please. Trust me. She risked her life to save me. Until her very last moments, she kept telling me to believe in her. But I didn't listen. For so long, I truly believed that I didn't do anything wrong.
リカちゃんに許してもらえて少し心が軽くなった。でもやっぱり俺の罪は同じ形で滅ぼさなきゃならないんだ。レナの目は俺が覚ます。
Rena risked her life to save me. She cared about me until her very last moments. She trusted me. She believed that her words would reach my heart, so she kept saying them until I cracked her skull. I don't care if I die. Rena died for me. I can die for her too. I was such a fool for failing to understand my friend's feelings. That's why I didn't understand what she was saying. But Rena might be different.
この世界はもうおかしくなっちまった。でもだからといって諦めていいなんてことはねえんだよな。諦めるってことは信じないってことだ。俺はレナを、仲間の絆を信じるぜ。だからまだ間に合うんだ。惨劇は回避できる。運命には抗える。俺たちはあがく。そして掴めるんだ。その先の未来。
Rika-chan nodded with a serious look on her face, and she put her hand in the pocket of her skirt.
圭一、私も諦めない。この世界から希望を失ってたまるものか。私は数えきれない失敗に疲れ果ててた。だから世界がおかしくなることに諦めを感じるようになってた。だからもうレナがどうなろうと知ったことではないと。でもそれは間違いだった。戦おうとする意志がこんなにも美しく神々しくて、そして運命すらねじ曲げかねない奇跡が起こせることを知って。だから私はもう一度戦おう。何度でも戦おう。その先の未来に至れるまで何度でも。リカとケイチさんが何の話をしてるのかさっぱりわかりませんでしたよ。覚えていないのは当然なのです。ケイチがすごいだけなのですよ。私の高尚な脳みそではさっぱりでしたよ。
Rika-chan touched Satoko's forehead to hers.
でもいつかは思い出してあげてください。あなたが抗えぬ不幸の袋小路にとらわれた時、圭一はあなたを救おうと全身全霊をかけて戦ってくれたことを。圭一さんがですの？眉唾でございますわよ。ね、圭一。
Rika-chan looked at me, smiling as if waiting for my agreement. I wasn't sure if I could risk my life for Satoko. No, I was sure. I'd risk my life for her. Satoko is my friend. If anybody tried to make her unhappy, I'd beat them up without hesitation. I'd risk my life to save her. There might even have been a world like that. I nodded to Rika-chan. Rika-chan nodded back to me, looking happy. No, sorry, I'm having an existential crisis right here. Chi-sensei realized that I'd finally calmed down, and she asked me that.
いえ、なんでもないんです。騒がせてすみませんでした。それより、ミオ。
何？
I walked towards her. Mion stepped back, not knowing what was going on. She bumped into the blackboard.
何ケイちゃんマジな顔でどうしたの
Oh, Sugoi. I held Mion tightly. She still didn't know what was going on, and her face turned red. Crying on her shoulder, I told her the following.
すまなかった。本当にすまなかった。
何がよケイちゃんおじさん本当に何のことかわかんないよ。
わかんなくてもいい。わかんなくてもいい。わかんなくてもいいから。聞いてくれ。本当にすまなかった。そして、おはぎ。うまかったぜ。本当にうまかった。元気が出た。だから、俺、明日からちゃんと学校に通えるから、また明日も、学校で会おうなって、それが、言えなくて。今日まで、感謝の言葉が遅れて、本当にすまなかった。俺はミオンを、いや、仲間を誰だろうと、二度と疑わない。二度とだ。絶対にだ。だから、ミオン、あの日の俺を、どうか許してくれ。
Mion must have had no idea what I was talking about. Of course, I didn't either. I didn't understand what I was talking about. But my sin wasn't forgiven yet. I needed to confess my sin in order to receive her forgiveness.
ミオンが命を懸けてくれたことを俺は知ってる。だからいつかミオンに何かの不幸が訪れたら俺は絶対に命を懸けて助けるからな。絶対だ。約束する。
And the teacher's just watching this like, what the heck is going on with these kids?
ケイちゃん照れるな。
Mion's face was bright red. She didn't know what was going on. Satoko was blushing too, with a confused look on her face. But Rika-chan and I understood everything. We weren't going to accept a tragedy. We couldn't give up just because the world was going out of order. We were going to fight against fate to the very last moment. Mion fought for me. Rina fought for me. That's why I was going to fight for Rina. Just like she did for me. I was going to risk my life to save her. That was a long scene. So Keiichi somehow, sort of, remembers the first section, the first game, so to speak. But doesn't know why he remembers it. But I think this is probably where stuff's going to start coming together a little bit, perhaps. The summit was being held at a traditional Japanese restaurant in Shishabone City. When a black car stopped in front of it, 3 burly cops got out of it, followed by Ushi. They were welcomed by Sonozaki Corps members in equally black suits. It was something you didn't see every day.
今日はお招きいただきまして光栄です。遅刻しちゃって申し訳ないですね。
お客人、ご案内いたします。どうぞこちらへ。
There was a sign saying reserved at the entrance. Oishi and his subordinates were taken inside. They walked through the restaurant's pretentious landscape garden, and they came to the gorgeous Japanese-style entrance. A woman in a kimono was waiting at the entrance, as was Kasai. Upon seeing the police officers, they stopped chatting and bowed deeply. The woman in the kimono was Mion's mother, Akane.
いやどうも園崎社長さん。本日はお招きをいただきありがとうございます。
ようこそいらっしゃいました。ご多忙中のはるばるのお越し、心より感謝いたします。
いえいえ、今日はごちそうになりますよ。ここの料亭は湯葉が有名ですからね。ね。
And bean curd, that sounds tasty, I guess.
どんなごちそうか楽しみです。それから葛西さんもお久しぶり。直接会うのはだいぶ久しぶりになりますね。
ご無沙汰をいたしております。
まあなんかこの度はお互い戦争状態に突入しちゃってるようですが、しろっこっちゃ全面戦争はいつでも大丈夫ですんで。
いえ、そのようなつもりは毛頭。
そりゃこちらもやりたかはないです。あんたが粘ると血の雨が降るって評判ですからね。私もいい年なんで、もう流血沙汰はごめんしたいところです。
Obviously, this was a meeting between people who hated each other. The tension in their words indicated that it wasn't likely to be a friendly meeting.
それではご案内いたします。どうぞこちらへ。
主催自らのご案内、痛み入りますよ。
そうそう。招待状の名前は私で出させていただきましたが、今日の主催は本家でございます。わけあって招待状の名前を変えさせていただいたことをお詫びいたします。
本家。防弾チョッキを着に戻ってもいいですかね。ね。
On the other side of the door, there were several tables, and Mion was sitting at one of them. Since Mion was still young, her school uniform functioned as her formal dress. Still, it looked strange with both the police and the corps members in black suits.
これはどうも園崎家の次期当主のお嬢さん。今日はお招きくださり光栄です。
本日はようこそお越しくださいました。まずはおかけになってください。
Mion politely welcomed the police, undaunted even though they were older than her parents. Mion gave Kasai a look and he tapped on the door. The waitress who had been waiting behind the door started bringing out drinks.
おいさん、一体これは何のつもりっすかね。
さてね。
Be silent, backup character.
まあ、ここは舌鼓を打たせてもらいましょう。
You have nowhere near the detail that the rest of us have. You're still not important.
ここの湯葉は有名ですよ。
They started drinking, but the tension continued for a while. Mion made the waitresses and the other members of the Sonozake Corps leave the room, and soon only Oishi and his subordinates, Mion, Akane, and Kasai were left in the room.